Hello together
Hey everyone, welcome back.
and welcome back, yes, to the Birtel Craftbeer channel.
Yeah,
So the spring is coming
spring is sprung.
and the days are longer and it gets warmer and my mood as well is getting warmer. A good occasion to introduce our spring seasonal beer. Our spring beer is a Vienna Lager. It turned out to be a very great beer.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah, it's one of my faves. It's vollmundig while being
It's voll
very,
mousy, of
very
course,
refreshing as well.
Let's not talk, let's taste. So, Vienna Lager.
Yeah, Vienna Lager is a pretty cool style. The first thing that you'll notice when we pour this out is that compared to our craft lager, which is more of a Munich style lager, this has quite a bit of color to it. And that's because this is what we call a one-in-one beer. It's brewed with one malt and one hop. Gesundheit. So we use 100% Vienna malt from Rhone malts right across the river in Germany. And we use Saaz exclusively on this beer. So it's a very simple beer with a very interesting taste and complex history. So,
Interesting is never a good word for an introduction of a beer,
Yeah.
no? Interesting
can we
means...
can we cut that out?
Yeah, it's interesting. But this one is really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thirsty today, sorry.
Oh, that's perfect.
And that's the perfect beer when you're really thirsty.
Yeah.
I mean, why I love that beer so much is because it's on the malty side.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is. It's a very malt-forward beer. It finishes a little bit higher in gravity, meaning there's a little bit more sugar left behind, so a little bit sweeter on the taste, but we round that out with the Saaz hops, which are herbal, a little bit of bitterness just to make it a clean finish, but it's a little bit chewy, a little bit crisp. It's the perfect
A
balance
little
between...
bit biscuity.
Yeah, biscuit. Yeah, that's a very, very good descriptor, actually.
Yeah, and it fits to the color.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say biscuit, I mean for the craft beer nerds or sommelier out there, it's a common taste for beer.
Mhm.
But for those who don't know, it's not a sweet bakery thing going on. It's just
Yeah.
that.
It's that malt crack, but it's very
Yeah.
dry. Instead of being malty and sweet, very dry, very clean. Vienna Lager is a really interesting beer because it basically disappeared in Austria.
Did you do some background check?
Of course, I'm a history nerd. You know
So-
this. So I mean, Vienna Lager obviously started in Vienna, and it was popularized there. It's older than Pilsner.
Oh wow!
It's considered to be one of the first clear lagers, one of the first clear bottom fermenting beers. European borders get a little wacky with what was Czech Republic, Austria, Germany, Bohemia. They were all, but what is now in Vienna is still in Austria. And so the really unique thing about this beer is it was replaced by its more contemporary Bohemian Pilsner, German Pilsner styles, clearer, lighter German malted beers. And where it really survived, would you guess what country Vienna Lager survived?
America.
Close. Mexico.
Oh really?
Yeah, there was a huge population of Austrian and German immigrants that made their way to northern Mexico.
Yep.
And so if any of you guys have had Negro Modelo or things like this, these German and Austrian style beers survived
Oh, that's
in
funny.
Mexico.
Okay.
And the reason that Vienna Lager is really popular in the States is because of those beers and their influence on American brewing culture. And so that's kind of a cool little history tidbit. Now ours is brewed more towards what historians, and there's a lot of conjecture, we have to fill in the blanks, but ours is brewed to more what would have been the original Vienna Lager, which is a little bit on the darker side.
Yeah.
And I chose that because I love the Vienna malt that we get from Rhone.
Mhm.
It's got that biscuit taste,
Mhm.
really dry malt, kind of cracking
Mhm.
malt flavor. And then we brew it with 100% Czech Saaz, which would have been from the Saaz region right near Austria. And so we kept it to the original profile. And yeah, a very simple beer, but just so Moorish, so quenching, and
Yeah.
so nice. So great beer to be on the river with, or to have some dinner.
As I said before, here the summer is knocking at the doors already. I mean, it's just April, but it's really warm here in Switzerland.
In the
And
studio, too.
yesterday, Sunday, I was working in the garden and I had 3 of those because, I mean, of course it's great. But it's the taste is the right. It's a very light, sessionable beer. It wants you to make you drink more.
Yeah, we call it moreish.
Moreish.
Yeah, it asks for another sip, and it's
Yeah, it does.
spring is knocking at the door, and Vienna Lager is answering. I think this is going to
So
be my
for
river
me,
beer.
For me, this is the right beer. You're working outside, you're sweating, it's hot.
Throw something on the
You're
grill.
thirsty. Oh yeah. Oh man, I know what I do tonight. I keep on going. No, but it's a tasty, light, very pleasant beer.
Yeah, and I mean
It
our
makes a
approach
huge fun.
our approach to lagers is always something that you can drink a few of. Lower in alcohol, 4.5%, and just smooth as the day is getting longer.
Yeah. So also for me, I mean, I'm not new to craft beer or to beers anyways, but Vienna Lager was not something I had on my radar. And when Richard came up, oh, let's do a Vienna Lager, I didn't have any idea of what we are going to do. But for you, Swiss guys, European guys, whatsoever, doesn't matter. If you don't know Vienna Lager, test it out. Because it really doesn't have the bitter aspect. I mean, honestly, also my wife keeps on drinking it away from my freezer. It's always empty because it's so pleasant.
Yeah, it's just a round, full mouth.
Yeah,
beer.
without being watery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's it. For me, yes, the bitter kick is a little bit on the lower side. There's a lot of bitterness going on.
Absolutely.
But you can drink a couple of these and it's just so
easy.
Yeah, it's a easy drinking beer. It's the beer you go fishing. I do my archery in the garden or gardening or working whatsoever. It's the weekend beer, being outdoors.
I call it a 6-pack beer, and I've been a big believer in bringing back a 6-pack beer, a beer that you grab a 6-pack of and you can hang out all night without being too drunk, without being too full, without being too.
But with every sip having a smile on your face.
That's the idea.
No, really. This is what this beer does to me. It's great. Get it. We have it now online in our store. You can order it in Switzerland. And and enjoy this beautiful Vienna Lager from ours.
Yeah, enjoy that spring weather.
Yeah.
Enjoy some spring beer.
Absolutely. See you next time. Thank you so much for joining.
Cheers, guys. Thanks.
Ciao. Cheers.
Bye.